My dad talks about what it was like to grow up in Oakdale, Minnesota, as we cruise down the streets of his old neighborhood. His voice grows nostalgic as he talks about how he and his friends, only 6 or 7 years old, would go down to the creeks and ponds and play for hours, stopping only when the streetlights sang their buzzing songs. This memory may be idyllic, but I don't believe it's too far-fetched. In fact, I can envision America becoming this community once again, where people look out for each other in such a way that they feel safe letting their kids go out to play alone. This feeling of security can then extend into safer places of congregation, from workplaces to churches to schools, which will allow the concepts of brotherhood and sisterhood to penetrate our hearts and influence our relationships. Fear is the obstacle to this sense of community, and biggest of all is the fear of difference. We have become too afraid to reach out to others because the person that our hands will land on may be too different from us, whether in political view, race, or native tongue. However, there can be a change from fearful to fearless. It starts with the belief that because we all call this country home, we feel warranted, even justified, in giving up a part of ourselves in order to help our fellow countrymen. Once this stronghold is broken, then the first step would be truly getting to know each other. If we are all invested in each other, then we will grow stronger as one body. One body is a lot harder to penetrate than many individuals all living their lives separately. This would lead to better protection from both foreign and domestic threats. When our circumstances threaten to overtake us, no matter where they originate, we will have people to turn to so our burdens won't be carried in solemn silence. Another advantage to this new mentality, the neighborhood mentality, is that more holes can be filled as everyone can fill a different need. From a leaky roof to a grieving heart, everyone can help to repair something. If one person's need is filled, then that person can take their renewed spirit and turn to fill another need, leading to American people who are not only stronger for being helped, but for helping others as well. The soldiers in the United States military are perfect examples of what it means to live in community. They lay down the walls they may have toward the fellow soldiers in their platoon and become so knit together that they consider themselves family. Ultimately, soldiers can fight for our freedom so passionately because they know that others have their back while they are immersed in an environment full of hostility. That is the power of community. I know this is what America was like to some degree, but I want us as a nation to be challenged to go deeper. Not only can we throw block parties, but we can begin to understand other cultures for the diversity they bring to this nation. This vision can't happen overnight, as all great transformations cannot, but to think of a place where children can once again play in the creeks and fields with little worry spurs me on to want my country to be such as this. A change in our mentality, from me to us, can be what spurs America on to progress.